Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to do a really short practice. We're going to breathe a little bit. I'm just going to do a little bit of light movement. Stay kind of low to the ground. You might like to have a blanket handy for supporting the knees once we get to the movement. You can also use this blanket to sit on. We're going to start seated. So comfortable cross-leg position. If you find that your knees are up elevated above your hips, it's really nice to elevate the hips to let those knees come down. It'll help you find a little more ease in your spine. But whatever works for you, find a comfortable seat. Simple cross-leg position. And then we'll sit up tall. You can rest the hands on the thighs or in the lap. We'll take a full deep breath in together. And exhale, open the mouth and sigh it out. Let's do that again, just to settle in. Full breath in. And sigh it out. Now allow the lips to close. We'll return to breathing just in and out through the nose. Take just a moment before we begin, as we allow the eyes to close, to simply settle in. As the eyes close, your awareness turns in. So as your awareness turns in, notice what you tune into. What do you notice when the eyes close? You might immediately be drawn to physical sensations in the body. Maybe there's tension, tightness, or holding somewhere. Maybe you had a really great hike yesterday or did something really fantastic and the muscles are a little sore today. Just acknowledging that. Or maybe your attention is instead drawn to a particular emotion or a thought pattern. Maybe it's all three. Well, hopefully our short practice today will allow us to drop in and quiet some of those things. So we're going to begin today with some even-paced breathing. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, let's everyone exhale completely so we can begin together. Keeping the mouth closed, we're going to inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's continue. Inhale. And exhale. Just counting silently to yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. A few more rounds on your own. Just matching the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. All of your awareness is on the breath. Breathing slowly and evenly in and out through the nose. Take one more breath cycle here. Please return to normal breathing now. In and out through the nose, but no longer controlling the length of the breath. Just simply allow your body to breathe. Blink the eyes open. Let's come over on to all fours, please. Blanket handy. Just keep it off to the side. We might like that underneath the knees. But let's just begin on all fours. So you're going to spread the fingers out wide, placing the palms under the shoulders, and then look back to the knees. The knees will be about hips distance apart. Toes can either be pointed or curled under. And if you have sensitive knees, or if you're working on a really hard surface, feel free to bring that blanket underneath the knees. We'll begin with just a couple of rounds of cat and cow to warm up the spine and warm up the body a little bit more. So we'll take an inhale. We'll tilt the tailbone up, let the belly drop down, and the heart open. So we open the heart by pulling the heel of the hands back, even though they don't move, right? And then as we exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone, lift the belly toward the spine, rounding the back, maybe even looking toward the belly or toward the chest or toward the thighs, I mean. Good, let's inhale and reverse it. Tailbone tilts up, belly drops, heart moves forward, maybe even turning your gaze, look up. Exhale. Push the floor away, rounding the back into a cat pose. Inhale for cow pose. That's arching the spine. Stay really grounded through the hands, through the knees, through the shins. Take a couple more on your own. That's inhaling to arch the spine, exhaling to round. One more. Good. Please sit your hips back towards your heels for child's pose or balasana. And slide your hands back by your feet. We're going to do a little bit more movement. We're going to link a couple of poses together with the breath. So we're in balasana or child's pose. Hands either back by the feet or maybe resting on the low back. The next time you inhale, you're going to push down on from the shins to the knees and just rise all the way up onto your knees. High kneeling position. Sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, child's pose, but with the arms extending forward. So think bowing forward all the way down. Now, as you inhale again, come to cow pose. So glide forward onto all fours, arching the spine, open the heart forward, open the lungs. And then exhale back to child's pose, sweeping the hands back by the feet or again to the low back. We'll do a few more rounds like that all together, okay? Let's inhale up onto the knees, sweep the arms up overhead, maybe even turning your gaze to look up. Exhale, bow, hips go back, arms forward. Inhale, forward cow pose. Exhale, child's pose, hands sweep back by the feet. Now let's do 3 more, shall we? Inhaling up. Beginning now to maybe link the movement with the breath. Exhale, bowing to child's pose. Inhale, forward to cow pose. Exhale, back to child's pose. Sweep the arms back. And 2 more times. Inhale, rising up. Grow tall, grow long. Exhale, bow. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, child's pose, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise up. Last one, all together, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale to cow pose. And exhale back to child's pose, sweep the arms back. And we'll pause, we'll rest here for a couple of breaths. Now, if the forehead doesn't come comfortably to the floor, feel free to bring your hands forward, stack them, and let the forehead rest. And just tuning in. And perhaps the eyes are still closed. And just tune in to notice
maybe subtle effects from the short practice. Maybe the body feels a little more open, a little more limber. Maybe feel more grounded, more centered. Mm. Next time you inhale, bring your hands to the floor.
Use the hands, the arms to assist as you bring yourself all the way back up. Let's come back to our comfortable seat, sitting cross-legged. Again, adding that support under the hips if you prefer. And as you come tall, resting the hands again on the thighs or in the lap. And let your eyes soften and close. Let's please return to that even pace breathing, just about 3 or 4 rounds on your own. Just inhaling for about a count of 4 and exhaling about a count of 4. Yeah, please join the hands in Anjali Mudra, palm against palm. It's a moment of gratitude to yourself and for you today. And thank you for joining me. Namaste.